A very good morning to all my lovely students. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself by staying home and staying safe. Welcome back to our English class with Unit 6 One Bobo's Pod. So today students we would be continuing with our worksheet, and then once it's completed we would move on towards the next chapter. So let's see the exercises of worksheet. So students, we were done with the grammar portion from your worksheet, and today we would be seeing the spelling portion that is on page number 42. And the topic over here is syllables. Syllables are units of sound into which a word can be divided. Each syllable contains a vowel sound and one or more consonants. Some words may have only one syllable in them. When you hear a word, you can hear some sound, the sound of a vowel, and the number of times you hear the sound of a vowel is the number of syllables in the word. Listen carefully to how words sound and try saying them aloud as they look. For example, given over here, doctor. When you say doctor, you can hear two vowel sound. One is dog, where there is the sound of vowel O, and another is ter. Over here also you can hear the sound of a vowel. So here the word doctor is divided into two syllables. For example, if you say eat, over here you can only hear the sound of one vowel, that is E, and so the word eat has only one syllable. If you say cake, cake, when you say the word cake, you can hear the sound of vowel A, and that is only one sound, and so the word cake has only one syllable. So now let's look at the words given below. Break these words into syllables as they say them out loud. The first word is window. So when you break it into the vowel sound, you can hear two vowel sounds. That means there are two syllables. Window. Over here in the first one you can hear the sound of I, and the other word, that is do. Here you can hear the sound of the vowel O. Although you can hear the sound of other consonants, but the syllable depends on the sound of the vowel. The second word is father. Here there are again two vowels sound, that is fa and der. Third one, rocket. Here also you can divide it into two parts, that is rock and et. Fourth one is Sunday. When you break it into two, you can hear two syllables, that is sun, day. Fifth one, landing. Here, when you divide it into two parts, you can hear two syllables, that is land, ing. A, sound of vowel A and sound of vowel I. And the sixth one is crispy. Here you can hear the sound of two I. The first syllable is the sound of vowel I, and the second one is also having the sound of vowel I. Although it doesn't have any I in it, but still we can hear the sound of vowel I. So there are two syllables, that is crisp and P. So students, I hope you are clear with what are syllables. Now let's move on to the next exercise, that is on page 43. Punctuations. So let's do the revision of capital letters and full stops. We have already studied the punctuation in the last video when we did the activities of course book. So here the sentences given below have the mistakes in the use of capital letters. Some of them do not have full stop either. Find out all such errors and rewrite the sentences correctly. So students, here there are some sentences which we need to rectify. So let's see the first one. Swati ran all the way from her house to the store. Over here, in the first sentence, you can see the word house has the capital letter H. Although it's a common noun, they have used the first letter H as capital. So that is wrong. So when we rectify it, we would be writing the lowercase h. Swati ran all the way from her house to the store. And don't forget to put the full stop. Second one, we have our exams in March. Over here, March is the name of a month and so it's a proper noun. That's why we have to write the first letter capital. We have our exams in March and then full stop. Third one, I learned to swim last summer. In this sentence, the first letter, or you can say the first word of the sentence is not capital, and it has to be capital. Whenever you start a sentence, the beginning of the sentence has to be always with a capital letter, whether it is proper noun or not, but the first letter has to be capital. I learned to swim last summer. And don't forget to put the full stop here. Fourth one, my parents are going to the United States of America next week. Over here, United States of America is the name of a country which is a proper noun, and so we have to write it into capital letters, and they have not put the full stop too. So when you rectify it and write it again, you have to write my parents are going to the United States of America next week, where U, S and A has to be capital, and you have to put the full stop. Last one, Thursday was a holiday. Over here, the first word has to be capital as it is the beginning of the sentence, and so the Thursday T should be capital. Thursday was a holiday. Let's see our next topic, that is listening and speaking. This activity is a group activity which you have to do it by yourself along with your friends. Form groups of 3. Decide who is A, B and C. Given on the next page is the story in 3 parts. Each of you will read your part of the story silently. Do not read your partner's part. After all 3 of you have finished reading, A will narrate his or her part of the story, followed by B and then C. Listen to each other carefully. Be ready to narrate the whole story to the class. Your teacher can call any of you. So here you have to read your part, not your friend's part. And once all 3 of you are done, then the first one who read the part A has to narrate his part of story, followed by B and then C. So this activity has to be done by you in group. Now let's see the next portion, that is writing portion. Keep the following in the mind when you write a thank you note. So students, we have already learned how to write a thank you note. So let's just revise it. Know the right spelling of the name of the person you are thanking. That means you should write the correct spelling of the person to whom you are thanking. Now here are the few steps you need to remember while writing a thank you note. First thing is to greet the person. That is like dear Aunt Kamla and Uncle Imran. So the first thing you would be writing is greetings. The next thing is Begin with thank you or kind words. Thank you so much for, or you can write, you are so thoughtful, you are so creative, you are so generous. Then the third thing is you need to tell them how you are using their gift. The thing which you got in the gift, you can just write about it, that you loved that gift and how you are using it. This will tell them that you are very happy with the gift. And if it is money, then tell them how you will spend it. And if you have got money as a present, then you should let them know while thanking them that how did you spend that money. For example, I am using the new bicycle to go to school every day. It is so convenient. Or if you got the money, you can write it like this. Here there is an example for it. I am buying a new school bag with money. I have always wanted one with my favorite cartoon character's picture on it. And then the last thing but not the least would be thanking again. That means you can thank once again, and you can write thank you again, or you can write I am so happy, thank you very much. And the last thing would be ending. And how will you end your thank you note? By writing with love, or many regards, or only love. So here students, you have one thank you note to be written by yourself. So let's read out the topic. On your birthday, your grandpa gifted you a wonderful gift. That is a novel. Write a thank you note to them. Remember to use the ideas given above. So you have to remember the points which we just read out and apply those points and ideas while writing down a thank you note. This one is a sample answer which I am writing over here and sending it to you. You can write by yourself too. Let's just read the sample answer. Dear Grandma and Grandpa, thank you so much for the wonderful novel you had sent on my birthday. I am enjoying every page of it and will finish reading it by the weekend. I will soon write to you what the book was about. Thank you once again. Many regards, Deepu. So students, here you can see the first thing we have written is greetings. Then the paragraph which I started writing with thank you so much. Then it has written that how is he enjoying that gift, and then he thanked once again and ended the thank you note by writing many regards. So students, I hope you are clear with this thank you note and you may be able to complete your work. Thank you.